Hello, everyone. Welcome to the #1 Divine Intervention virtual event, the D.I.V.E Social Summit for short. If you are new to D.I.V.E Live Online, my name is Iona Meade. I am your big vision and mission purposepreneur and founder of the Soul Speakers Academy, and also your host for this interview series. So throughout the 49 days of the Social Summit, I'm going to be bringing each of my guest experts, who I like to call Soul Speakers, into the Soul Speaker Spotlight for you, where we share soul-inspired, intuitive business, lifestyle, and marketing strategies for purpose-driven business owners. So hopefully this interview and the summit is coming to you in divine timing, with divine energy and in divine flow. So each of my guests are sharing with you not only their free gift, but also their soul-inspired strategy for the day. So do connect with us and continue on the conversation. If you're here on my guest featured day, then you'll be able to join us in the Soul Speakers Tribe Facebook group, because we know the universe brings us what we need, but it's not always fun to do it alone. So we have about 20 minutes together today, and I'm going to bring on my very special guest. I've been really excited about today's interview. So please welcome Hillary Gooden. Hi, Hillary.
Hi, Iona. Hi, everyone.
Let me give you a warm introduction, Hillary. So Hillary Gooden is a certified lymphologist, a vibrant lifestyle coach, and she believes that when you feel better, that is healthy and vibrant, you set yourself up to prosper economically, physically, spiritually, doing what you love. So guys, if you have any questions, again, do feel free to ask them below. Do feel free to continue on the conversation. Hillary, before we share your free gift that you brought to the summit, and I appreciate that, can you share with our audience a little bit about how your path has unfolded to what you're doing today?
Okay. Well, first, I must say, I'm also a pastor. And so I've had this spiritual journey for years, over 30 years now. And I've always wanted to help people, in their lives, spiritually speaking, and also wanted to help them to do things outside of their normal way of doing things. Sometimes people, I would find, because I talk a lot, I ask a lot of questions of people, complete strangers, and it's surprising to me how you find out things. And, just to kind of give people a push to do things that they dream of doing, but they're a little fearful, and the norm is easy. And so about 3 years ago, I had I don't know if you call it an epiphany, but I know that I wasn't consuming enough vegetables and fruits. So I just realized one day, said, I'm eating a lot of fried foods and French fries and comfort food, but I got a feeling I need to do better. And so I bought this device. I don't know if I should mention it or not, but it's a NutriBullet. And I just fell in love with my NutriBullet and being able to put almost anything in it to create smoothies. And that led me to find out more about eating healthy, nutrition, and, because there's also a place where the Bible says, the Lord says that he wants us to prosper, to be in good health, even as our soul prospers. And so then I began to think, how can I pull this off together, still with being authentic to my spiritual background? And so that's when I just went on a journey, and I found myself finding out more and more about the health portion of that phrasing, and then also being able to hook people that if they feel better, they can do better, not only just for themselves, but in their business and what it is they're presenting to other people in the world around them. Better relationships with their families, as well as business relationships, and your relationship, most of all, with yourself. So all of that led me into a place where I found out about the lymphatic system. And once I found out about the lymphatic system, that led me on another journey where I ended up going to the International Academy of Lymphology, where I became certified. And it's so much information that we're just not taught here in America about how we can stay healthy, and with preventive measures, with our eating, being positive in our thinking. And so here I am now, having the threefold process of economic prospering, as well as prospering in our health and prospering in the spiritual sense.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Hilary. I really appreciate that. I love that you touch on so many points there, really. It sounds like you've kind of integrated your work and your life, and you learned that, you know, if this doesn't feel good to me, or if I realize actually this, now that I know this information and I've gone on this journey, I can share it with others. So I thank you for that. And you say about the lymphatic system and knowing more about that, and not everyone knows about that. And people say, you know, eat right, do this, do that, and they're not really necessarily saying how and why. And I believe that everything is integrated. That's why we brought the summit together, right, in that lifestyle, business, and marketing, because it is interwoven. Your business, if you feel vibrant and you feel healthy and you eat well, and I put my hands up, I don't always. I'm vegetarian, so I feel really good not eating meat. And I have that, you know, when they say the bloating and they say, oh, it's irritable bowels or it's not, I don't know. But I feel better. And I know for myself that, and if you resonate with this, guys, do leave some comments below, that when you think about eating healthy or healthier, then you kind of crave what it is that you don't, you know, that's not that great for you. Can you talk about that?
You know, one thing that I found, everybody, is that the best way to activate our lymphatic system, and the lymphatic system was what helps to take out toxins and excess fluid, excess sodium, the excess stuff in our cells. And when it can help to it removes that from the cells, oxygen can rush in. And where there's oxygen in the cells, there's no pain, there's no fatigue, there's no disease. We're not told this because it's not profitable. But the other thing that I found that got me the most, where I said, you know what, our God, our maker, our creator is so awesome, is that the best way to activate the lymphatic system is through bouncing. The number one way, bouncing. And I thought, wow, bouncing will help heal somebody, help turn around disease in the body, help clarity of mind where you think clearer. Really? I just said, you know, I got to tell this to the world. Because there's a lot of us, including me. I didn't know it before I heard it.
Yeah.
And that's really amazing. And also deep breathing exercises. But bouncing, you know, one of the first things we do, like when a baby is crying, what does our instinct tell us to do? We bounce
them, yeah.
Quiet down. You know, this is something that's built in, but we quiet that down. Sit down, stop that, be quiet, you know. So I'm just amazed at being able to find something that's so simple and it doesn't take long to do. You can bounce for 5 minutes and it's like you jog 2 miles.
Really? Oh, wow.
And somebody like, you know, yeah, and it's something you can do. I have trampoline that stays up in my living room at home. Other people that I've told, you know, they've come through a battle with insomnia, just bouncing. Just the first time she did it, she slept all night. Then other people with pains, with arthritic pains in the back, that little bit of bouncing. And what I'm talking about, you know, I think the first thing people think is bouncing all over the place. And there's actually levels of bouncing, and it's what they call the health bounce, is what I promote, where your feet don't actually have to even leave the mat in order to activate your lymphatic system. And if you're tired, if you're sick, you're not going to be bouncing all over the place anyway.
Yeah.
Not at first, until you start feeling better.
Yeah.
And so that health bounce, that simple exercise of that bouncing motion can help to turn around a lifelong chronic problems in the body.
Wow. You know, let's introduce your free gift. So if you are experiencing the things that Hilary's talking about and you're not feeling that great, you know, we can't do it in the summit, but I definitely will be taking notes and trying it out, because I think, you know, what have you got to lose? So let's introduce your free gift. So Hilary brings her knowledge to the summit and in this free gift, and again I'll leave the link around this interview for you. So it's 5 simple secrets guaranteed to help you feel years younger, create a more vibrant lifestyle, and attract the success that you desire. And I love that you talk about, you know, just the simple things. That's what we want. We want the quick things and the simple things, but with the long lasting effects. And in your free gift, you talk about reversing pain, and you touch that energy and that disease. So let's go to the point where you talk about the foods that we eat, and I touched on that a little bit, and just see, guys, if as Hilary explains the foods and your percentage of what you're eating, just let us know if this is resonating with you, and if you could do better. As Hilary said, you can do better. So let's talk about that, the food piece and what you get, and how that can help.
Okay, you know, we eat a lot of starch, and sometimes we eat in starch and don't realize that it's starch. Aside from pasta and rice and bread, you know, you got people that consume a lot of beans and stuff, and that's starch. It's good for you, but it's a lot of starch in the body, and the starches turn to sugar in the body. So we have so many people that are dealing with diabetes all over, not just in America. They're dealing with diabetes all over the place, whereas we didn't have diabetes like this years ago. So when you can incorporate more fresh fruits and vegetables into your diet, more green things, edible things into your diet, you're going to begin to feel better. And one thing I've found that we don't feed our cells. We feed our eyeballs. We feed our stomach. Oh, that's really good. And we eat it. We're full. But guess what? Our cells have not received the nutrition that they need for us to be healthy.
Wow, yeah.
That's why we need to consume those foods that have life. And that's when you're eating the fresh fruits and vegetables and coming back off of the meat. You know, I know it's hard to say to go meatless. I myself have not gone completely meatless, but to not consume as much of it, to be mindful that it's really not good for us. We're like in the ape family. They're big and strong and full of strength. They don't eat meat.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't eaten meat for, I think it's about 6.5 years. And I know that you're talking about the plants and the greens, and you know, we hear that and we think, okay, well, it doesn't taste as good. But then I was saying about, you know, when you're focusing on eating really well, and it's like, oh, you crave. But after a while, you get used to it and your body craves less, right? Because you are feeding your cells and you are giving your body what it needs, right?
I believe that it begins to crave what it needs, and that gives you a desire for things you didn't have a desire for previously. You know, you'll find that you want to have a salad. You want to have some fresh greens, or you know, those things that are good. Well, let me go get that apple instead of that bag of chips, because now you're listening to your body. You know, we don't listen to our bodies. We listen to our stomach and our eyes, and you know, and what's tradition. You know, those things we're familiar with. But when you begin to change and you pay attention to your body, you'll find that a lot of times it don't even take as much to eat. You know, after a few mouthfuls, if you're listening, your body tell you, I've had enough.
I'm full. Yeah. And sometimes when you do overeat and eat the wrong things, it can be like you were saying about the comfort food, or whether you're stressed, and if you're stressed and then you're eating those foods as well on top, obviously we're not doing our body, and we want to live a great long life, right? My mom's mom lived till she was 101.
A vibrant life.
Yeah, very very vibrant life. And my mom still goes out and she shakes her leg, and she is very vibrant. She doesn't look her age at all. She's got 7 children. I'm the youngest of 7. She's amazing. So you talk about like the stress piece. How does that work with the body and the lymphatic and being vibrant? How does that impact, and what can people do to turn it around?
Stress works on the body from all that I've been learning about the lymphatic system. Stress works in the body the same way, say, if you got bitten by a poisonous snake, stress can kill you. You know, it's in the body at a cellular level, and it begins to cause your body to have the excesses, like I said, excess fluid, excess sodium, the excesses of at a cell level. And when that happens, there's going to be fatigue. There's going to be the uh, pain in the body. There's going to be illness in the body. They call it different things. Where it's set up in the cells in the eyes, they call it glaucoma. It's set up in the joints, they call it arthritis. They're going to call it names, but it's really all the same. And when I'm so sorry about that, everyone.
No, it's real life. Well, I'm sure that everybody else has had that. I've had phones ringing, dogs barking. Don't worry, keep going. I'm loving it.
Okay, so that when you're stressed, we have to work on methods of being able to have peace. And when we begin to have peace, the first thing to having peace is to love. You know, when you can love everybody, love yourself, that begins that peace in your body, peace in your mind, peace in your spirit. And when you're at peace, stress can come and go. When you don't have that peace, when you're not able to love, when you want to hold grudges, you won't forgive, you're mean and hateful, or you just haven't learned how to deal with problems, so you hold on to things forever. Stress comes and then it settles in the body, it settles in the cells, and it can lead to illness and just a mind that is just overloaded, stressed out, not able to think clear, not able to make good decisions, not able to have good relationships. It's just a big problem because we're all stressed in this life, and stress is going to come, but it needs to come and go.
Yeah, letting it go. I love that you say that and touch on that, because if you are somebody that's stressed out, not even just your work or your life and your business, and you're trying to have that balance as purpose-driven business owners, we sign up to be in service in the world and to reach our clients, but we don't realize that there's all the business and the marketing and this and this, and then we've, especially if we work from home or we've got a job to supplement what we're doing, and it's like we're wearing all these hats and all these roles, and it can be kind of chaotic and kind of, but when we take, and food, especially, and taking time to do that bouncing and that exercising, taking time. I love that you say that the lady, got a good night's sleep, sleeping really well, and then you're going to be able to function at your highest and at your best. And I'm definitely going to be doing the bouncing, trust me, guys. And I'm definitely going to be mindful of when you go to the supermarket and you're picking up certain things, is this serving me? Because we go throughout our day and sometimes we don't even think about it, and I have some ways to go where I'm not sitting here saying, I do it all right, and I have my phases, but overall I look after myself. And if I don't feel like I'm able to, my partner looks after me too. And I say that because I don't know if you know, but my son passed away, and those are the times when you don't want to eat and you're not sleeping, and do you know what I mean? So then having that supportive person around you or people around you just to remind you look after yourself. This is going to play out in different ways in your body and being vibrant. And I love that you touch on that forgiveness and that peace and when you come from that core and loving, things more so fall into place, and you're open and you do feel vibrant. You do feel like you are able to have that vibrant life and vibrant business. So Hilary, let's move on to your soul inspired strategy for today. And guys, again, if you want Hilary's free gift that she's brought to the summit, I will put the link for you and continue on the conversation. If you're here on Hilary's featured day, then you can absolutely come and have a conversation. And if not, just move into inspired action. Start to look after yourself and do the bouncing. Let us know and let us know what you're eating, and if you are eating as well as you'd like. So the soul inspired strategy for the day is we're giving you practical tools, tips, strategies, step-by-steps. This strategy that each of my guests is sharing is about helping you move and feel your way through your day. And Hilary's here to help you feel vibrant and alive, right? So do share your soul inspired strategy for the day, Hilary.
Okay, my strategy for the day is that, where I ended in the talk about loving yourself, taking time to know yourself and to give yourself space to be. I was working really hard one night. And I was the last one to leave work every night, and I was working so hard, and I heard something stop me. And as I sat at my desk, I heard in my spirit, save some for yourself. And
Wow.
you know, I got up, packed my bags, and I left that very minute. And I vowed never to work that late consistently again. And I haven't. And you know, we have to save some for ourselves. We can be so giving, especially for the women, especially the women. You give, and you give in all so many levels. And you don't save any for yourself. You don't save time. You don't save love. You don't save that nurturing for yourself. So my strategy is to, you know, to tell everyone, do what you do, but always remember to save some for yourself.
Oh, wow. Guys, you heard it here, right? Save some for yourself. And do let us know, are you saving some for yourself now? And if you're not, what would that look and feel like for you to save some for yourself? And I can actually honestly say that I do save some for myself, and I shout about it. I let my partner know I'm saving some for myself. I let my daughter know, let my friends know. It's like, you know, being that giver, being that one that people come to. Actually, you know, even in the Soul Speakers Academy, I'm here Monday to Friday. I'm off for the weekend, guys. You know, it's just that time, that pampering and that nurturing and that mindfulness and that, you know, time off. I mean, when you're playing full out in your business, and I love that you say about that consistently, you did that. So for the summit, okay, we might play full out, and then you're relaxing and you're having that peace of mind. I'm not saying throw everything out the window, because that's unrealistic, but save some for yourself, even if it's that 5 minutes of bouncing and dancing while you're about putting on the music. I love music. I'll turn on my music in the car. So save some for yourself. I love that. I think I'm going to write it down, guys. So let's wrap up, and I'll ask you if you have anything to add at the end, Hilary. So again, guys, we're here in the summit. Hopefully you've got value and insights and shifts and aha and divine downloads, and you're in touch with that side of yourself, your higher power, your spirit, and you've been led here for a reason. So if you are stressed, or if you know that you could use some help, just really gathering yourself together and feeling more vibrant, right? Do grab that freebie. So we want you to begin getting into inspired action. And myself, Hilary, and all of my 49 soul speakers, I'll say it again, we believe in transformation. And if you are somebody that wants to provide transformation in the world, get your gifts out there, but also saving yourself, then we want to help you and support you. We're not going to ask you to pay for the replays of the social summit and the interviews or lock off the freebies. They're yours, right? But we would be doing you a disservice, because transformation starts with one person at a time, and that person is you. And we want to be supporting you. If you love what Hilary is sharing, she's been generous enough to gift another additional gift with all of my soul speakers. As I open up the Soul Speakers Academy, if you've been on the bonus training, it's called Speak Your Soul's Message 101, then you'll know that I'm opening up the Soul Speakers Academy, and each of my guests are contributing that gift to that additional gift in the Uber giveaway, because we know when you're playing full out, or you're doing this in your business, or you're doing this over here, it can be stressful. It can feel like you don't have the support in the area that you need. So if you're working on your business, but you need some help with your lifestyle and feeling more vibrant, perfect for you. So Hilary, before we wrap up and we hop off and we see the guys in the Facebook group, do you have anything that you'd like to add?
Well, I'm just excited about life. I'm excited about sharing with whosoever is ready to hear what I have to say, because I don't know everything, but what I do know is important.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Oh, go. Yeah, go.
You know, important too, not just your, like you said, not just for yourself, but so that you can be more rounded to the world, especially your business.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Guys, this is it for now. This is Iona Meade saying that, you know, I've loved this interview. If you've loved it, please do share it. Hopefully I'll get to meet you if I haven't met you already, and hopefully you'll get to meet Hilary too. And I will bring another guest expert, a soul speaker, into the Social Summit for you to share more soul-inspired, intuitive business, lifestyle, and marketing strategies. So I shall see you soon. Take care. I'll see you over at www.divelive online. Take care, guys.